Boruto chapter 56 gave us a lot of information to process. This wasn't really a fight heavy chapter, but we did get to see some cool panels of Cold's fighting abilities as Amado was explaining to Naruto and Shikamaru that Cold is actually way stronger than Jigen was. So picture this, Naruto and Sasuke were at full power with their Kurama and Rinnegan, but they got smoked by Jigen. Now they dropped this bombshell that Cold is actually stronger than that. Sheesh! Sasuke better get a new arm and Naruto better master Sage Mode to a whole new level because they're gonna have a really rough fight coming up. What was interesting about this whole situation is that Cold was actually nerfed so he wouldn't be stronger than Jigen was. His loyalty to Jigen or Ishiki was next level wild. Because to allow someone to nerf you just so you can be weaker than your leader, in my head, it sounds crazy. But Cold probably actually felt indebted to Jigen for some reason or another that they might reveal in a future chapter. One thing that really stood out to me is that Cold is preparing to make a new Kara group. And he actually went to Boru's hideout to pick up some cyborgs that were all stronger than Jigen to add to his team. Jigen alone was like a massive problem for the shinobi, and now they have multiple cyborgs as strong as him. Things are really gonna get interesting fast for the Hidden Leaf Village. Another possibility is that Cold can also get some outer Kara members to join him. Who's to say there isn't really an overpowered outer that didn't want to be an inner member and just accepted the role of henchman? I want to see all the people that Cold ends up recruiting to his new squad, because just 2 of them alone is going to be a terror for the shinobi. If they add any more, it's gonna get even wild. And they ended the chapter showing Cold standing in front of one of the cyborgs, so that's gonna be another character that they will introduce to us in the maybe next chapter, hopefully next chapter. After Naruto was given all this information on Cold being an overpowered cyborg, he instantly that moment he said, yo, Shikamaru, you better hit Gaara up real quick and the rest of Hokages, because this isn't gonna be an easy fight. Both Naruto and Sasuke have been nerfed, so he understands that he has to be more cautious about this new threat that he just received all this intel on. It's smarter to strike first before Cold makes a move, and that's what Naruto's probably going to attempt to do. Now, this excites me because we can see way more shinobi in action. It's possible that Killer Bee might come out of retirement. Rock Lee could go crazy and smoke some people. Who knows? Maybe even Gaara's gonna pull up like, yo, don't mess with my homie Naruto, because you guys know how Gaara is. He ride and die for Naruto. How big of a team they're gonna send out after Cold, that's something I'm curious about. I know after struggling so much against Ishiki, Naruto is not going to underestimate his opponent, so he's going to take most likely extra safety precautions to guarantee that victory. With that being said, they are only planning for one person, so if they show up and Cold has a full team, it's gonna get ugly fast for the shinobi. I do hope that they go all out with their hunting team and maybe it becomes a whole crazy war. Who knows? Let's see what happens. For the final point of this chapter review is that Boruto and Kawaki, they decided they want to implant Cold with karma. This is a change of pace because for both characters right now, because I'm going to break something now. One, Kawaki in the older chapters, he's kind of been late to everything. He always says something after something happens. So he's like, oh, Boru had this power. Oh, I forgot Delta had this power. But in this chapter, Kawaki actually says something before anything happened. He broke down how Cold is stronger. He broke down everything about Cold, the background story that he's just a broken vessel. And he also made the plan ahead of time. He said, yo, Boruto, this is a possibility because we're able to use the Otsutsuki abilities. Why can't we just implant our souls into somebody else and make them our vessel? Why would they do that? Well, because if and when Momoshiki takes Boruto's body, Boruto's soul or mind or whatever is going to disappear, and the only way to avoid that is by getting his own vessel. Now, what confused me about this whole situation is that Boruto was okay with this plan. He's usually Captain Save-A-Hole and he doesn't want anyone to get hurt, and actually he's down with sacrificing someone just to protect himself, which is really out of character for Boruto. That makes me realize that one, Boruto is extremely desperate to live at this point. knowing that he's already at 80% of being a vessel. Two, I'm like, I don't know if he's actually gonna go through with this plan. Like, he probably said yes at the moment in the heat of things, but knowing Boruto, he's going to try to figure out a different way to do it without killing someone, because technically he's going to have to kill Cold. And I don't know if he's okay with just straight up sacrificing another person just so he can live. Also, if you guys are wondering why didn't I speak about Sumire and her confession about liking Boruto, well, I do have a theory, but I'll only say it if you don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more anime and manga content. But on a serious note, I do think Boruto and Kawaki, future Boruto and future Kawaki, are actually fighting because Kawaki stole Sumire from Boruto and things got wild in that little love triangle. But with that being said, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!